Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle, and I am doing a reading for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces in all placements. Gonna get some prosperity dust here on the table. Try not to make it too loud. Even the sound of like my hands rubbing together is loud. I heard it on one of the readings. I was like, oh, I don't know. Extra sounds bug me. On readings, shuffling this. Okay. So, yeah, I'm doing a reading for you. I'm going to get a couple of angel cards. Ooh, obedience. Following the rules. Anna, is that a bicycle? For a second, it looked like a motorcycle. Could be. I mean, it is at a stoplight. No matter what, you got to stop when it's red and go when it's green. And enthusiasm. Oh, it did so good with the last one. Come on, camera. I don't know. I thought changing the light would help. Apparently not. All right. So, obedience and enthusiasm. Enthusiasm for the law, for the rules. I mean, we do have rules for a reason, right? To keep things from going into utter chaos. Maybe there's something about with disobedience. It's like going along, it's kind of following the status quo in a way. It's kind of like doing the things so that there is harmony and peace. I mean, that's why we have laws, right? To kind of keep everything moving, flowing, generally speaking, keeping people happy. Of course, there are always those ones who like to shake things up and not follow the rules. But I feel like with this enthusiasm card, it's like there's really this understanding of like, yes, when I follow the rules, that helps everyone. And I'm excited to see other people doing the same thing. Of course, we're talking about, this obedience. These rules are things that are beneficial. Obviously, there are rules in place that don't make sense, are not beneficial to the whole, to the group. But generally speaking, um, interesting. Okay, so I'm sure there's more here, but let's go to the wisdom of the oracle. I mean, this could even be that there are people there, like maybe you're creating some laws, setting some boundaries. Yeah, that's a big part of it too. And other people are like, you make a good point. Okay. Or like, I will respect the rules that you set for yourself and do it enthusiastically because I care about you. Because I want you to be happy. I mean, now that I'm talking about it, I mean, it could even be where you've had people around you, um, people who care and support you, see how you are becoming better at setting boundaries, and they're like, "Yeah, you're doing it. Keep going." All right, let's see what is going on for water signs. We've got by the book. Oh, and that is so interesting. Because number 11, this is all about following the rules, doing by the book, doing things the way it's been done before, the way it's been proven to be effective and helpful, to get you where you want to go. And they're all connected. This is listening to your elders, respecting, understanding that there are people who have more experience, and it's worth listening to what they have to say. There's something about not repeating the past. If you go by the book, you continue to move forward. You don't have to relearn lessons. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Breathe, number 29, which breaks down to an 11. So we have two 11s here and two twos. Get one more. Orphaned in reverse, number 5. Huh. I don't fully understand this orphaned in reverse. Let's see. Because that's about like, it's about it's about giving up. It's about abandoning yourself. It's like there's kind of a um like a why bother even trying, because it's all like I've experienced this before. It's going to happen the same way again. There's kind of a I'm trying to think of the way to say it. It's I don't know. Ultimately, it seems like, combined with this breathe card, you could be struggling. You could be feeling like you're trying to get yourself out of some kind of mindset, like victim mindset of, kind of a poor me. I'm always alone. I'm going to keep myself isolated because that will protect me. But it's actually happening because of feeling there's like a loneliness there. It's abandoning yourself as a form of protection, but it actually makes you feel worse. But with this breathe card, it's like working with that. It's like maybe you're trying to spend time meditating, doing breathing exercises, breath work, that kind of thing, to help mitigate some of this mindset that you might feel trapped by. I'm just going to look at am I looking at the right thing? Oh wait. Yeah. The essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel the need to remain apart because intimacy is too threatening. It also warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances you formed and make a decision to heal the past. Make a decision to heal the past. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional, and not all of them will disappoint you. Hang on, just looking at patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, trust is all come on, brain. It's associated with this card. And so it's like you are in the process of, maybe you have already done this. Remember that everyone's on a different timeline. So this could have already happened. And you're coming out of it. But there's something about healing the past and needing to go very slowly, be very gentle with yourself as you do this. By the book, it's like I don't know, maybe there's something about like finding people who can help lead you through this. Um, Even, reading kind of, I don't like the term, but self-help type books, you know, self-improvement, like the things that help to support you in your growth, in your healing. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, makes sense. So there's Linda. Good morning. First one in. So glad you are here. Um, yeah, let me go with the heart's hidden secrets. Distance, separation, space, and blockage. Hmm. One day, someday, somewhere, another time. Clarity, truth, intentions, and honesty. This came up for fire signs yesterday. Yeah, see, you're working through something. You're working through, I mean, it partially has to do with distancing yourself from the past, but there's also a need to heal, or you have been working on healing as you've kind of created some separation between you and a situation. It's helping you to gain some kind of new perspective. And it's like it's taking time. It's there's Yeah, it's a part of the healing process. Healing often takes time, and so, but like kind of sitting with yourself, being patient, meditating, praying, whatever you're doing here, it's helping you to gain some kind of clarity. You're coming to the truth of something. You know that you are working towards something that is going to be beneficial in the long run. You're Well, let's just keep going. Let's see what this is about, this clarity. Going with the Osho Zen Tarot. Ripeness. 9 of Rainbows. Yeah, okay. 3 of Rainbows. Guidance. And, oh, isn't that interesting? 5 of Clouds. Comparison. So you've been comparing yourself. Um, somehow getting down on yourself for being different. You have, okay, let's see. So you seem to be doing really well, all in all, with this ripeness here. Ripeness and guidance. It's like you have already done a fair amount of healing. You've been focusing on yourself. You've been um, focusing on being self reliant, putting your energy and effort into creating this beautiful juicy fruit. And it's ready, and you're being, it could even be, oh, okay, so part of this too is like you've been really focused on yourself, and maybe you have been spending a lot of time on your own, um just doing that self improvement, the doing the work, right? And you're getting some kind of guidance. Now this could come in the form of other people, like people in your life who are literally kind of helping to, holding your hand and guiding you in a new direction. This can be, any, like I said, by the book, like reading books. Somehow the universe is throwing things in your path. We're setting things on the path that are kind of help. It's more than that, because this, okay, so this isn't just setting things on the path and waiting for you to grab hold. This is the universe taking your hand and like, okay, come with me, we're going this way. And you see the woman here looking back, not fully on board with going forward, because of, it's like you've done most of the work. You're being guided, and the universe is like, yeah, you are ready for the next step. The nine goes back to one in numerology, right? And so you're ready for a new beginning, but you're looking back because this could be, what do you call it? It's a syndrome. It's that thing. It's the comparison thing. Morning brain. I'm so sorry. Um, where you, I don't know, it'll come to me in a minute, but um, imposter syndrome. Thank you. Um, you're looking back at, maybe you're looking back at who you used to be. Maybe you are in the process of letting go of, because you're moving forward, because you're on this path of growth and healing, and you're doing quite well for yourself. You're ready for the next step. And so there's something about, maybe what this speaks to is you recognizing how you have compared yourself to others in a way that has not supported you, thinking that because you're different, that means you're less than, which is very common. And instead, you're looking at this like, well, I might be different, but I have qualities that are similar. Both of these, the bamboo and the tree, they're both quite strong in their own ways. They both can make textiles and paper and all kinds of things, right? Um, and I learned that bamboo actually creates more oxygen than trees do. Like bamboo, like with all the like clear cutting and stuff, bamboo could help the air, could help people planting bamboo could actually literally help improve our air. But ultimately, it's like it's recognizing that just because two things look different, seem different, it doesn't make one better or less. And so it's all up, there's a new focus. There's a, oh, and I just said focus with the camera here. There's a new clarity. Um, that you are get coming to. Huh. Okay. Um, this one? No, this one. Queen of the Moon Oracle. Yeah. Sovereignty. 41. No, we have 3 5s on the table. So there's some change happening here. Some pretty big change as far as I can tell. That has to do with you reclaiming your power. With you recognizing how it's like you having become self-reliant, and it I did. I said it, like, learning to set boundaries that support you. And there are people who are like, yes, keep that. I approve. I will follow the rules you set because you make sense. Very they're very yeah, there's a lot of enthusiasm here. All right. Darkness, number 40. Hmm. Long night moon, queen of the moon. And self-reflection, waning gibbous 1. Number 17. Yeah, there's a lot of self-reflection here. There's a lot of you are doing some kind of um, personal healing work again with the growth and the healing. You are, and this darkness speaks to me of like a dark night of the soul. It's darkest before dawn. You're coming out of something. You're in the process of working through something. Maybe you're still in this darkness and you're trying to come to some new understanding. But what's happening is this self reflection is you are looking at all the ways where you have kind of abandoned yourself, forsaken yourself, um, for the sake of usually it's a form of self protection, and now you're really taking a good honest look at this, and you're understanding. You're being guided to understand. You are being led. You have no choice in the matter. and but it's like, wow, all this power here, this sovereignty. It's like you are mastering your own emotions, your own thinking, your actions. Everything is coming into alignment. Yeah, I need to go. I need to pick some cards from the Moonology deck. Hello, NLZCI. Hello, and CJ Brooks. Facts and receipts. Good morning, you guys. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. Yeah, see, you are being primed to stand in your power and take action from that place. To recognize your own strength. You're I feel like you're already there. There's just some residual stuff that you're still attached to somehow. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Yeah, see, there it is. Your commitment is being tested. Your commitment to yourself, to who you know yourself to be or who you're learning you are. Maybe you're going through um big such big change that you're still kind of you're not fully solid within it yet. You're getting there though. You're doing the work. That's all you can do, right? The time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So is that what's happening here? It's and I taught yeah, like what maybe what's happening here is that you are when you are in this energy or when you find yourself in this energy, you are in a place of it's kind of like it speaks to like an energy vampire kind of thing. Not calling anyone out on this, right? But it's about it's being so self-focused and self-absorbed that you're not able to give to others. You're not able to share of yourself, but that is what you are meant to do. And so it's like you're coming out of this mentality, this, like I said, this victim mentality, and you're like, oh, in order to actually make a difference in the world, yeah, it feels like you're leading, you're guiding others possibly, or you're being primed to do this. It's like there's something about taking what you've been through, learning the lessons, gaining the clarity, and sharing it, giving to others possibly the way they've given to you. It's there's a paying it forward. Something is happening here with this because of the healing that you are doing, teaching others to stand in their truth and their power as you learn to do. And there may be some watching this who are like, oh my god, yeah, what are you talking about? I haven't figured anything out. And it's like, well, but I don't know. You're getting there, or you already have something to share to help others. And it could be on a very small scale. I'm not even talking about like standing in front of an audience. This can be like literally your friend who's like, "Oh god, I'm having a crisis." And you're like, "Oh, I've been there." Or I understand what that might feels like, what that might feel like. I'm losing my English. And you're able to be a support. You're able to guide the way you once were guided. um, oh, okay, so I'm going to go with the Science Tarot. This is the hard part. Do I read this reverse or not? I feel like I need to read it reverse. 7 of Cups in reverse. Choices. King of Scalpels. Charles Darwin. Visionary. And this is Swords. Knight of Scalpels. Dmitry Mendeleev, innovator. Okay. Yeah, see, this is the clarity. This is where this is the clarity. It's like you might have had a lot of different directions you were going, or different, maybe confusion, not really sure what you were doing, not even aware of where you were getting in your own way. And this is all turning around, or has already turned around. And here you are. This is all about, yeah, see, all these cards are about honesty, truth. How do we rearrange things to make them make sense? This Dmitry Mendeleev, he created the periodic table of the elements. Like, it's like you have mentors that have helped you, and now you're turning around and able to use that information to create something new. And it's happening very quickly, and it has to do with focusing on the facts, the truth of where you've been, why you were there, and what new direction you can go in because of that. And I love this because there's it's like you're following the steps. Like I said, you're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. You're doing what you need to do to get where you need to go, and it's already mapped out for you. You are being guided, and there's all this enthusiasm. There's all this, I feel like your guides, your spirit guides are like excited for you, the people in your life that have been helping to support you and carry you, to push you sometimes. Like, I feel like there's this big, like, the roar of the crowd. Ah, yeah. It's really cool. Let me get some cards from the Voice of the Souls Oracle. Message of peace. Yeah. What number? 35. Message of peace and 17. So both of these break down to an 8. As you do this self-reflection, as you do this deep dive within yourself, and really coming to a new understanding of yourself, with yourself, through yourself, you're making friends with yourself. And this is bringing this wonderful sense of peace. Communication, number 10. And then you're like, oh, now I understand things in a new way. Now I'm going to communicate. I mean, the king of scalpels is the communicator. Like full on. Let's talk. Let's we need to focus on the truth and share the information, and bring others to this new understanding. Message of love. 34. Yeah. You are, I mean, straight up, you are coming to a place of really loving yourself, which I guess you hadn't been before. And the peace and the love, like this is the place where you can do anything. And it doesn't matter what's happening in your world, you're able to maintain your center, your balance. You've been flexing that patience muscle. You know who you are. You're coming to the understanding that of how awesome you truly are. Oh yeah, and we have 2 figures meditating here. So you very likely are spending time going within, meditating, contemplating, praying, whatever you do for this kind of self-reflection, inward deep dive that you're doing. I think, okay, guides of the hidden realms. Oh my God. I love it. Ripe, juicy, and ready. I thought about this with this ripeness card. I'm so glad I picked this deck. I almost didn't. Number 6. Ripe, juicy, and ready. Poised for success. Potential waiting to be realized. There it is. Yep. You are ready. You are ready for the next. You are ready for the next round. The next phase. Wow. Gratitude is dreaming. The manifesting power of gratitude, the law of praise. 23, which is what you are meant to be giving. A time for giving, a time to give rather than take. And I have to pause here. I have a rule. I have to pick a card from my gratitude deck, since gratitude came up. And we have another 5 here too. Yes, this is big change. Big positive change. it hasn't been an easy transition. It hasn't been easy change. Whatever you've been working on, typically, often it change is not. It's not comfortable, but oh my God, it's so beneficial. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. Sorry, there's a period there. Maybe I need my glasses. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. The fullness of ripe, like it makes me think of this ripeness. The fruit is full and it's ready. You can eat to your heart's content and fill yourself up with, and it's is all due to your own efforts. Um, being gratitude, being gratitude, being grateful for everything that has happened along your journey, because you wouldn't be here without everything up to this point that has happened to you, even the really, really crappy stuff. And you're recognizing there's a feeling of enoughness within yourself. Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more, and that includes you. That includes you understanding that what you have to offer is absolutely enough. It's you. There's a reason that you are here on this planet, and the universe is like, yeah, it's time for you to go in a new direction, and you kind of don't have a say in it. um, the masks we wear: self-expression, protection, and authentic self. 33, which both of these break down to a 6. You are understanding who you are through the self-reflection, that you've been wearing a mask for a very long time, and you are understanding the difference between masking versus being authentic, and setting boundaries, these strong boundaries, creating new rules for yourself and the people in your life, not as a way to be harsh or weird or anything, but just for you to feel comfortable in your own skin. Healthy boundaries are so beneficial for everyone involved. And it's that quiet power. It's knowing who you are and what works for you and what doesn't. I love this. Okay, I'm gonna get some cards from the Radical Abundance deck, just because I love it. 'Cause it's such a good day. Oh, here comes Charlie. Hello. You getting down? No. All right. It's all right. Acceptance. Acceptance of yourself and the different parts of yourself. The sun is holding the moon. It's like the masculine in within you is cradling the feminine. The feminine is that deep, dark, intuitive, receptive part of you that finally gets to rest, that is finally being held and nurtured by the part that originally may not have been doing this. In this world, the masculine yang energy, yang yang, is revered. It's all about taking action. It's all about being strong and, like fighting for what you want, and being out there and bright. And some people don't thrive in that kind of energy. I get the impression you tend to be more in your feminine energy. By the way, there's no, I'm not speaking about gender here. We all have masculine and feminine, but the feminine is that deeper, more quiet, more receptive part that often gets overlooked or pushed back, masked because of there's, it has to do with vulnerability. It has to do with like getting hurt at a young age. Um, and and you're coming to this understanding of, oh, I know what I need to do to protect myself. And it's a new way of doing it. And it has to do with nurturing and loving that part of yourself rather than thinking there's something wrong with you. Trust. And trusting in your own in your ability to take care of yourself, and trusting in the universe, that the universe has your back, your angels, your ancestors, your spiritual entourage, whatever that looks like. It's understanding that you're being led in a whole new direction, and it's okay to go in that direction. You don't know what's to come, you don't know where you're being led, and it's a little scary. We humans going out of our comfort zone, we're like, oh, I don't know about this, but there's an acceptance and a trust here of like, I know this next phase is good for me. And then we have play. Ah, yeah, because this is where you're heading, where you're in harmony with others, with maybe someone else in particular, doing something you enjoy, sharing something you enjoy with others, sharing your fruit. You're on the verge of something that is so much fun, that is something that you just want to spend your time doing, and finding others who are able to do that. You're also, oh, this acceptance also has to do with others in your life who are very accepting of who you are and are enthusiastically waving their flag and like, yeah, you keep going. You're awesome. You finally see it. Ah, okay. I'm going to finish with a rune card. I'm pretty sure this came up for air signs. It's Ewas. Ewas. Um, New beginning, having a glow up, possibly changing yourself because you're changing so much on the inside. You could be deciding to make changes on the outside, changing your hair, changing your clothes, changing your whole look. Let's see, where's Ewas? Hang on, it's gonna take me a second. These are not numbered. Oh, I'm so close. There we go. This rune card is associated with endings, but with any ending, there is always a new beginning. Something in your life is fading away, but is being replaced by something stronger and more relevant. The card is linked to the symbolism of a yew tree known for its strength, endurance, incredible longevity, and ability to regenerate from within its own trunk. If you draw this card, you need to allow aspects of your life and yourself, your assumptions, to fade away naturally. Be patient. Just let them go and allow new life to take root. While ending and death is a dominant theme here, this card is also about endurance and dependability and the excitement and possibilities of rebirth. You are transforming from the inside out and should not fight this process or try to breathe life into what is dying within you. You are entering a phase of renewed strength, vitality, and personal power. Mic drop. I'm not good at mic drops because I always want to keep talking. um, yeah, ultimately you have support all around you, and it's it, most importantly, you are coming to this feeling of support within yourself, loving yourself in a way you never have before, being at peace, finally being at peace, finally being in a place of acceptance and trust, having people in your life who want to play with you, who want to play nicely. And it's all, it all ties back to this obedience. um playing nicely is playing fairly. It's giving and taking. It's, or better to say, it's giving and receiving. Giving to yourself in a way you never have before. I keep saying it, but anyway, I'm going to leave it there. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. Um I hope I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leave a comment if you feel like it.